Hey, good morning, everybody. We're taking a look today at 1 Samuel chapter number 22. And we see that David now gathers together. He gets, 400 men come up to him and say, hey, we're going to serve you. And so he gets together his miniature little army. That's the first few verses of the chapter, but most of the chapter is focused around King Saul murdering Ahimelech and all of his family and the priests and the entire city where David was, because they didn't go and tell the king. So the king says, "You're conspiring with him. You are my enemy," and he had them all killed. But I love the very, very last verse in this chapter. It's number 23. It says, "This is David speaking to the one person that from Ahimelech's family that escaped. He says, 'Stay with me. Do not fear, for he who seeks my life seeks your life. But with me you shall be safe.'" And, he tells him, he says, "Stay with me, do not fear." You see, fear is everything evil. Everything evil. And, when I picture, Christ saying that to us, he says, "Stay with me, do not fear." Fear is a tool of the enemy, and when you allow it to come into your life and to begin to grow and take over areas of your life, it only wants to take over more. That's all it wants to do. It is as it's said in I believe it's 2 Timothy, First Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. It says, "Fear is a spirit." And it's something that comes from the devil. It's one of his little henchmen. But it said, so I can picture God saying to us, "Stay with me, do not fear." And I can picture God saying, "For he who seeks my life," as when Jesus was here, the same one that was after his life is after ours. But God says, "With me, you'll be safe." You see, Jesus laid down his life for us so that in him we can be safe. And, I want to go over just a couple different things, the difference between the spirit of fear and the devil and what it's trying to accomplish and what actually staying with God would accomplish. You see, the devil is trying to steal, kill, divide, destroy, conquer, isolate. That's what fear is trying to accomplish in your life. It is trying to steal, kill, divide, destroy, conquer, and isolate. But in God we're different. You see, God gives. He doesn't steal. You see, God brings life. He doesn't kill. You see, God brings unity, not division. See, God builds you up. He builds us up. He doesn't destroy us. In God, we are more than conquerors. Jesus just wants to conquer. The devil just wants to conquer. In Jesus, he likes to integrate us into his body and accept us, where the devil wants to isolate us and keep us away. See, so as David said to this man, "Stay with me, do not fear." Picture our Lord Jesus Christ saying to you, "Stay with me, do not fear. For he who seeks my life," he says, "is seeking yours. But with me you shall be safe." So guys and girls, bury yourself into the heart of God. And not only will you find all of this great stuff, but the treasures of heaven are buried deep in his heart. And the only way to get to them is to get to his heart. But don't do it for the treasure. Do it because you want his heart. Do it because you want to know the Creator. Have a super day, guys. I love you all.